say about 4 or 5 months.
4 or 5 months,
Yes.
right. And now, so the angle that you take is that it's about, your leisure activities as well as the coffee.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about the coffee aspect of it. Are you a coffee fan? Are you one of the gentlemen who needs to have your daily cup of joe?
In actual fact, my wife is the coffee fan.
Ah, I see. Okay, she's the coffee fan
Yes,
too.
and my hobby is actually to make coffee.
Make coffee, okay.
And also to draw latte art on it.
I see. Okay, all right.
So it's quite a good synergy there.
Yeah, pretty good. So, you've got all parts of it coming together.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Now, so let's talk a little bit more about the hobbies aspect of it. So let's say if I were to walk into your cafe on any given day, is there something going on hobbies-wise?
Yes.
Or are they only on special days of the week?
We are only open Thursday to Sunday at this point of time.
Okay, Thursday to Sunday.
Yeah, and normally we have sewing activities. We call it Sew Together, where we have a group of people sewing together. Sewing is fun, and it's even more fun when you have a bunch of people,
Yeah, that's
to share
right.
the
Especially like
same
meeting
interest.
groups and etc. Right?
Yes, that's normally during the morning and afternoons. So during the late afternoons and during the night, then we have another group of people who normally come in for board games.
Right, okay. So basically when you're having the sewing sessions, for example, does somebody conduct the session? Does your wife instruct the sewers, or how does it work?
She actually tried to kickstart all the, if you're new, you have not touched a sewing machine before.
Right,
so she actually does help you to get yourself started off.
I see, right. So let's also talk about, do you have the equipment for the sewing, for example, inside the cafe itself?
Yes, I think we have about 4 or 5 sewing machines for people to use in the cafe.
Nice.
At the same time, if they have relative or somebody waiting for them while they're sewing, they can always play the board games as well.
I see. Okay, all right. So we're running a couple of visuals of what happens inside the cafe. Now, could you tell us a little bit about that? That would be one of the sewing
this
groups,
is one of that is actually one of our weekend public charikaki board game sessions.
I see. Okay, yes.
So you can see there is people from all ages,
yes,
from small kids,
all the way to adults,
to old.
Yeah, I can see you pull in quite the crowd.
Men, women.
Yes, men, women. It's a nice little balanced mix.
Yes.
Right, and everybody seems to be having fun. Interesting indeed. Now, how would you say is the main way in which people find out about hobby and coffee?
Currently, most of the people get to know us mainly from our online presence, either our website or from our Facebook.
Okay, I see.
I would say the majority of new people getting to know us is mainly from word of mouth, like somebody share Facebook or email
Right. Yeah, but then again, as they say, there's no word like word of mouth,
Yes,
and when you get it out there, you're going to be having people streaming in. Yes. Right, nice. So what is your website, just for our viewers out there?
It's hobbyandcoffee.com, and our Facebook is Hobby and Coffee as well.
Okay, HOBBYNCOFFEE. All right. Okay, so Hobby and Coffee. Right. Okay, very interesting indeed. Now, what would you say actually inspired you to move into the Artisan Cafe line? It is definitely one that is really popular right now. Businesses are mushrooming. Were you worried about how the cafe would survive and things like that?
Don't think that I'm that worried in that sense, because we are a cafe that, how to say, target the market in 2 aspects. One is the hobby part, and one is the coffee part.
Right, okay.
So at least you have backup plan if one doesn't.
Okay, backup. Yeah, it's always good to be having 2 things going on at the same time. Right. Now, so you're based in basically the really, really competitive suburban neighborhood of Taman Tun. Now, what kind of special challenges does that bring about, or advantages even, being located there?
I think the biggest challenge is actually the parking.
The parking, okay,
Yes.
all right, good point.
Especially during lunch hour, parking is quite challenging.
Right, yes. So your opening hours, you said, are currently Thursday to Sunday. What time do you open in the
We
mornings?
open 10 o'clock until
Okay, by
11:30 p.m.
Okay, 10 to 11:30. Okay, so that's a big long stretch. And when would you say you receive most of the hobbyists?
I would say that during the morning, afternoon is the hobbies who like to sew, and during
Right.
the afternoon and evening and night will be the board gamers.
Ah, I see, I see. All right. So basically, I think you've got your crowd almost segmented into who comes in when.
Yes.
So I'm assuming the morning crowd would be mostly ladies, perhaps
Yes.
housewives and etc.
Yep.
Okay, right. Very nice indeed. Now, let's talk a little bit about the general vibe at Hobby and Coffee. So what does it feel like the moment you step into the establishment? What kind of feel have you gone for, atmosphere-wise?
We try to make it a comfortable environment.
Right.
At the same time, it's quite brightly lit
Ah, okay, all right.
because it what the key thing when you're doing like hobby, especially when you're sewing, is most of the cafes are very relaxing, very dim lights, and
That
it
is
is
true.
quite hard to like sew and
Oh yes, I would imagine.
Yeah, you can imagine
Yes.
sewing and trying to look at the needle in dim light. So
True
the place
enough.
is slightly not really like blinding light, but it's
Right.
brightly.
But bright enough so you can clearly see what you're doing.
Yes, and that is also useful, especially when you want to play like board games or that. Like
Right.
for example, you're trying to read the rules and you can have problems.
Yeah,
trying to
true enough. You
look
need
at
the
it.
bright light in that area. Okay, right.
And I believe that we also have a few other hobbies coming into place.
Oh really?
Recently we
Okay.
have,
Tell us about that.
Recently, we have a lady who came into our cafe.
Right.
Of course, she's not affiliated with us.
I
and
see.
She's
Just the regular patron coming in.
She's doing crochet